an Aboriginal person in the 1920s didn't exactly roar for us. First off, our kids aged 7 to 15 had to be forced into residential schools. They would have to be assimilated because they were easierly assimilated because they were kids in their own separate schools. So people who would be practicing our own culture would be abused physically, sexually, and psychologically. They would get European haircuts and pretty much be assimilated into their culture. Second of all, our religions were pretty much just banned illegal. So because we had to be enfranchised by the government, which means we would have British citizenships, we have the right to vote and everything, but that means our First Nation identity would be pretty much canceled. So our religion would be deemed illegal. And also, we had to be forced to work on reserves. The government forced us to be farmers, but they gave us so bad land. Our land was terrible, the soil was terrible, so we pretty much didn't have anything to do about it, but to struggle. And also people who exited the reserves, like people that didn't want to work in the reserves, they exited, but they also struggled. They wanted to hunt and trap on their own land, but the government decided to triple the fees for trapping and hunting. So we would struggle. We would have no money, no nothing. So people in reserves or out of reserves would still struggle. So finally, I think the Aboriginal people didn't have the best years in the 1920s. So in that case, I think the Aboriginals didn't have the roaring 20s.